My friends, what is going on? Let's jump in here and do a quick video. Welcome back to the channel. First things first, as always, before we get started, you guys know the deal. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice. Everything I'm doing is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I always want you to trade your plan. Your trade should be the most important plan to you and to your family. Do whatever is best for you and your portfolio, not what I think is best or anybody else on the internet. Do trades, make decisions, so that way you can put your head on your pillow at night and sleep. That is always the only advice that I'm going to be giving you. So let's talk about AMC today. First things first, I want to address the tweet. All right. And when I say the tweet, you should know what I'm talking about. We're talking about Adam Aron's tweet. So he basically tweeted out that AMC, well, here, let me just read it off for you guys. So he said, inbound tweets ask over and over for a share count. AMC has done a share count 6 times in the past year. We know of 516.8 million AMC shares. Some of you believe the count is much higher. As I've said before, we've seen no reliable info on so-called synthetic or fake shares in tweet. Okay? Now, here was my response. Was it a weird tweet? Yes. Is it weird timing with the big meeting tomorrow and everything? Also, yes. Do I want more from the CEO of AMC? Yes. Has he tweeted something like this before? Yes. Actually, when I was looking at some of my Twitter notifications, people were going back to when he had tweeted this before and were like liking my comments on when he tweeted this before. So I don't remember exactly when it was, but at that point in time, he basically said almost the same thing. We don't have any proof of fake or synthetic shares. When he tweeted that at that point in time, did it change my conviction? Absolutely not. So when he tweets it again, does it change my conviction? Also no. So that's kind of my feeling on it. Obviously, we'll wait more as, but I mean, Twitter is just all over the place tonight. Some people are super mad. Some people are trying to find, bullish reasons in the tweet, all that kind of stuff. It's just, for me, he's tweeted this before. It changed nothing then for me. It doesn't change anything now. I never got into AMC because of the CEO. And so, once again, that hasn't changed. I got into AMC because I love movies and I love movie theaters. And so that was the whole reason. I'm a huge believer in investing in what you believe and what you love and the future that you want to see. Movies in movie theaters is a future that I want to see. So that's why I invested in AMC. Obviously, there were lots of other technical reasons. I am also a very technical trader. So between my love for movies and all the technicals I saw, that's why I invested in AMC. That's why I'm going to stay invested in AMC. It's not a tweet that I like, but I also don't think it was anything that was, super shady or anything like that. The only time leadership is going to matter to me, as far as am I going to keep investing or not investing, is if I feel like there's anything, super shady going on. So I don't feel like it was shady. It's just not what everybody wanted to hear. So that is my thoughts on that. Let's jump into the chart. So I tweeted this out yesterday. So AMC is kind of in this symmetrical triangle, little bit of a bear flag. AMC does not have a great history with this. However, today overall was a good day. We saw the push up. The Fed came out and said they're raising the interest rates by the 75 basis points. I also tweeted out that this is what I wanted to see, and so they did exactly what I wanted to see. And here's my thoughts on this. And I've seen some other people on Twitter and things of that nature share this sentiment. So my thoughts on it is this was a strong enough move that it shows that the Fed is serious about trying to get inflation under control. So it was stronger than the 50 basis points that they originally had talked about. Actually, I think it was 25, and then it went to 50. Now they're coming out with 75. So it shows, that they're looking to do something about the inflation. And obviously, I think that's a good thing because it's completely out of control as of right now. So I wanted a stronger, more stern, like, hey, we're going to get this under control. We're going to take care of it. Even if that means forcing a recession, which is also what I tweeted about, is like, we're going to raise it until we know we're in a recession. And then we're going to drop the interest rates to get us out of the recession, rinse and repeat. So I also like that, once again, if you watch my video from, I think it was Monday, I like the certainty that now that it brings to the market. So overall, this was the move that I wanted to see. Even if we see some short-term downside, you know, when Powell was talking today, the market was just like all over the place, zigging and zagging, massive dump and massive pump and massive dump again. I think it'll take a little bit to kind of settle out, but I think overall this was a good thing for the market long term, even if short term we see some pullbacks. So AMC, that bear trend that I tweeted out the other day, you can see that right now we are just right on it. I'm going to go in here and also too, somebody was asking me the other day about the fibs that I'm using. Remember I talked about how the fibs are, I usually always start with them in log scale. So when you click on your fibs, you can go to settings, right here, set the fibs based in log scale. You will typically see reactions on both of these. However, when I'm looking at a particular trading range, what I'm looking for is where do I feel like the levels are reacting the most. Right now, this area that I've been talking about and watching is reacting very strongly on the fibs without log scales. So use both, okay, is what I'm trying to say. I think both are valid. So and let's get in here to the 15 minutes. So this is what I was looking at intraday, and this is what I was tweeting about, where it was just like this 0.5 fib was just acting as a brick wall. It was just like no, 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 push up. Now, overall on the day, the bullish volume was in control. We did have a little bit of a slight increase in volume today. We were up to 37 million shares traded, which is, once again, I said, you know, anything 30 or less is, no, that's not true. 50 or less is going to be below average volume. So I really wanted to see, you know, over the 50, but I mean, you know, overall, you know, it's hard to complain about a plus 7% day. So I will take the win whenever I can. However, let's go back in here into the 5 minute. So, you know, this big push up right here was done on just really weak and kind of crappy volume, if we're being honest with each other, okay? And even on the 5 minute chart, you know, these last two candles of the day, you know, those were bearish volume candles. So you know, I've always told you guys when I don't know, I'm just going to say I don't know. I'm a little perplexed as what might happen tomorrow, okay? So what I want to see is, so from a bullish standpoint, what I would like to see is pretty much right out of the gate tomorrow morning, you know, we get a big push up, then we get a retest, and then we start pushing up again. From a bullish standpoint, that is going to be what I would like to see. If we don't get past this 0.5 and this big bear trend that I was just showing you, then the most likely thing is we're going to come back here to the 618, okay? Which is going to be right around that $12 range. And we might trade around here, and we might push back up, and then we might get kicked down again. And this time, usually, if we're going to make a lower high here, then we would probably make a lower low. So we could push down here, or even potentially all the way down to the bottom of the pennant, which would be around the 1150, before then gaining enough momentum to break out, retest, and then continue to push up at that point in time. So bearish-wise, this would be what I would be looking for bearish-wise. So I still think overall the bullish thesis is intact. It'll be interesting to see, you know, what news or information comes out from the shareholder meeting tomorrow. I will be trying to pay attention to that as much as I possibly can, obviously, like, you know, most of you guys will. As far as expectations tomorrow with the annual shareholder meeting, AMC has always done a much better job than GME as far as, you know, when AMC does their earnings call, you know, their, you know, 2-hour earnings calls. I really do like the way they do their earnings calls typically. So I'm expecting, you know, a decent, you know, turnout and showing, you know, for all the shareholders. I expect it to be pretty decent tomorrow. So bullish wise, like I said, we want to see a break over this 0.5, kind of over that $12.91 range. that would definitely take us up to, you know, right around the 382 at around sort of that 1350 range. Probably wouldn't break right through that unless, you know, if you guys have followed my channel long enough, you know I always say all things are possible with volume. So if the volume comes out screaming, some type of weird catalyst happens tomorrow at the shareholder meeting, then, you know, there's lots of levels that we could blast through. I've been telling everybody in my Discord about, you know, some certain levels that I'm going to be looking for, which, by the way, real quick shameless plug, Discord is up and running. I've accepted the first 25 people in. I've got a ton of people that are asking me about accepting more people. I will be doing that. When, I don't know, and I will be doing it, I do know I will be doing it in small groups. For my Discord, I'm not knocking anybody else's Discord, but for my Discord, it is going to be a tight-knit community. So I will keep adding people as long as I feel like, you know, it's a good community, and when I say that, it's like I want to feel like I have a personal relationship with everybody that's in there. And so if I ever feel like that is waning or anything along those lines, then that is going to be where I shut it off. And I really don't know what that number is going to look like. It might be 25, it might be 35, it might be 105. I really just don't know. But I will slowly keep adding people as long as I feel like it is heading in the direction that I want. And like I said, for me, my Discord is more about mentoring, education, things of that nature. Yes, I'll be calling out plays, all that kind of stuff, but it's also, I'll be calling out plays, but I want people to understand why I'm doing the plays. That way they can become a better trader and they can make decisions on their own even better. So anyway, that's the Discord plug. If you're interested, shoot me a DM on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. Colin_Gladman. That's always the easiest way to keep up with stuff. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. Bullish wise, I'd like to see a break, a retest, and then a confirmed break. At that point in time, that would be looking at, you know, possibly entering some calls. If not, the breakdown, that's what I would be maybe opening up some more covered calls. I do not buy puts on AMC. I will not buy puts on AMC. I have not bought puts on AMC. That is not my thing. I'm not knocking people who do it, and if that is your thing, God bless you, trade your plan, like I've already said. But that is not my thing, because that's just not. I'm gonna leave it at that. But that's going to be everything for today. So we're sitting right on a cliffhanger as of right now. Overall market is going to be important for what happens. Let's check on futures real quick while I'm recording this. I thought they were pretty green last I looked. Yeah, plus 167. So futures are looking green. So a nice overall green market. I would expect, you know, the push up, the continuation, and go from there. But we shall see. Okay. Overall, I would say I'm about 60% bullish, about 40% bearish, okay? We've had our 1 touch, our 2 touch. Now we're on our 3 touch, so a refuel for that 4th touch that we all know AMC likes so much makes a lot of sense to me. So, but we'll just wait and see. Please like and subscribe. Do the deal. You know, tell your buddies about it, everything along those lines. Shoot me a DM if you're interested in the Discord. I'll put you on the wait list. And other than that, I hope you kill it. I hope you smash your portfolio. I hope we are getting back into a more bullish market after, you know, such a horrible start to the year, one of the worst on record. So just hang tight. If you've made it, you know, this far, we're going to keep on keeping on, and just, once again, always ask yourself, did it change anything about my conviction on the play? For me, that answer is an easy no. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on with AMC. Y'all be good. I'll see you in the next video. Probably have some type of reaction to the shareholder meeting and what's going to happen tomorrow. I haven't had a chance to get in, update my cycle chart. Like I said, been real busy on the Discord stuff, making sure that's all set up. So my weekly outlook video, I promise you, we'll look at the cycle chart and go from there. Y'all be good.